Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our video on Chainlink versus Tether. We'll take a look at Chainlink versus Bitcoin about halfway through the video. Once we get about, I don't know, 5 or 7 minutes in, we'll take a look at Chainlink versus Bitcoin. Before I get started, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm here just to give my opinion on the market, and you're responsible for your own trades, doing your own research, and managing your own risk appropriately because this market is extremely volatile and high risk. Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's take a real quick look at things here. Okay, shout out to the commenter on YouTube that said that I had no idea what I was talking about when I had said that I had a bearish bias. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look here. So we came down here to about $2, which is actually a little bit lower than I was really expecting, but also if you take a look at Bitcoin, it was also a little deeper than I was expecting as well. I was kind of expecting that 225 mark to hold, and we kind of broke down, but we had a good impulsive move up and out of this. So, I'm just showing this as the formation that was shown to be the bad formation, but let's go ahead and just make a little change to this, and then what we can see here is a nice little trap up there, and then we rolled over. We had a breakdown. We had an attempt at a retest up here at about the 100 exponential on the hourly, and then we failed and rolled over some more. And so I'm going to remove some of this garbage that I've got up here on the chart. We'll keep the Bollinger Band and some of our moving averages on there. So let's take a look at things here. So what I want to focus on, our 21 exponential and the 55 exponential. So when we were back in this area over here, so when we were back here, we had the 21 and the 55 almost like right next to each other. We were pushing down, we were pushing up, we were pushing down, we were pushing up. And then, finally we had some failures on this. Good swing failure patterns where we had a nice support here that broke down. We had one attempt at a retest that failed miserably, quite miserably. And then we were basically finding resistance at the 100, finding resistance at the 55. We had resistance at 55 and 100 here. We had resistance at the 55 here, didn't get to the 100. And now we're looking right here at getting that resistance at the 100. Now, it wouldn't surprise me one bit for us to come up here and test this 200 exponential. And what it does look like that we've done here, we've just completed what appears to be an impulsive move. And it wouldn't surprise for me one bit for us to come back down, probably back down to 220 to 225. But what we need to see here, we need to see that impulsive wave 3 on this, and then a 4 and a 5 to get us back up to $3. Now, I do believe that this is a bit of a bottoming formation down here that we had just above $2. I do believe that that is going to be a pretty strong bottom, at least for the time being. So therefore, I do believe that we are going to have some more upside ahead of us, but I do think that we are going to see a pullback, right? So pullbacks don't mean that we are necessarily going to be looking at death, right? So if we take a look at this, we take a nice move up here from the bottom to the top. It would not surprise me to come down to the 50. I'd really expect us to go further than the 382. I do expect us to come back down here to about 221. Possible to go back down here to 215, but I would really like for us to come back up here to 221. So a nice pullback to 221 is likely going to happen, and then we're going to be looking for this move up to $3. So there is going to be a lot of confluence at $3. I'm not saying that that's where everything is going to stop and all hopes are lost at $3. I'm simply saying that we have retraced back so far that likely we're going to hit $3, and that's where we're going to see another significant pullback to about 250 to 260. And I guess the future hasn't been written yet. We'll kind of cross that bridge when we get there. But I did an analysis again on lumens earlier today. I did an analysis on Bitcoin earlier today, and I do think that we have created a little bit of a bottoming formation down here, a nice V-shaped pattern for us to come back down here to this area to retest support resistance here. 220, 221 in this general area probably is going to be a decent area for us to keep an eye on. And if you wanted to, let's go ahead and throw a little bit of a P&L on this, trying to catch down here with a stop loss probably going to take that stop loss right around maybe 210. That would probably be a decent area because this is going to be where the bottom was over here, and I don't expect us to reach this bottom again. And then again, looking at $3. $3 for an overall target, which is 35%, risking 5% for 35%. But I would suggest taking probably half profit at 256 or 250, somewhere in this area. I would be looking to cash out some of that, because once it gets up here, what we don't know is if we are in the process of seeing a 1, 2, 3, or we're looking at an A, B, C. So manage your risk appropriately. And so this is what I'm going to be expecting to have happen. This is what I'm going to be hoping to have happen. But I will be taking profit here at 255. That's probably going to be where I'm going to be taking profit at first, which is going to be where that 200 simple moving average is. We do have a horizontal that we have to pay attention to here with our next horizontal that's going to be very important, which is going to be right here. And this falls like right in between the two. More than likely, we are going to break this 247 mark. Probably we'll do a retest of 260, but I'll be taking profit here at about 255. So that's Chainlink versus Tether. I guess just real quick, the hourly stochastics are starting to cross in the downward direction. The 3-hour still, gaping wide and moving in itself in the upward direction. The 12-hour is still pretty low, so that's why I think that there is still potential for us to move up to those much higher targets, but over time, right? So we're gonna definitely see some consolidation, more consolidation in this area before we see a move upward to the $3 mark. So we're just gonna have to take that with one day at a time. So let's take a look at Chainlink versus Bitcoin and see what we have here. We were talking about this formation a long time ago, looking down here at this level at 30,700, which we didn't quite get to, but that was an important horizontal for us. And we're still kind of pushing up on the hourly. We're pushing above the 21 exponential. We're trading above the 55 barely. We did that retest of the 200 simple, which that was right up here at about 33,000. So 33,000 was hit. Now we're pulling back. And if this was an ABC, then we're probably going to come back down quite a bit. But what I do see here, the hourly is still kind of in this chop zone. I wouldn't be looking to take any trades on Chainlink right now. I can't recommend any trades on Chainlink at the time being because it is possible for Chainlink to come back down here to 30,600 or 30,500. So I'd be very careful with Chainlink versus Bitcoin right now. Chainlink versus Tether, as long as Bitcoin does what I expect it to do, it's going to be good. We're probably going to be chopping in this range, and this range that I'm seeing here is more than likely going to be from here, going straight across and working its way down to here, and we're right at the median right now. So I mean, for us to go back up here to 33,600 is very possible, but it's just as equally possible for us to come back down here to this range as well. So I don't see a good trade set up on Chainlink right now. The hourly is kind of curling down, hasn't crossed yet. The 3-hour is looking up. So it's just not a good trade setup for the time being. Not a good trade setup on Chainlink versus Bitcoin. So I'm not in the market to recommend anything on Chainlink versus Bitcoin. The money to be made is going to be Chainlink versus Tether, and so that would be the only thing I would recommend. And again, even that isn't an immediate trade right now. I would be waiting for this to pull back, and this also insinuates that Bitcoin is going to be pulling back as well. So that's my quick update on Chainlink right now. I decided that it probably would be wise to put an update out here because I was looking at the analytics and I saw a lot of people that were taking a look at an old outdated video on Chainlink, which is why I decided to do this real quick video. So yeah, 9.5 minutes. So that's Chainlink in a nutshell. If you have any questions, feel free to pop in the Discord. If you need an invite, just throw in a comment and I will get you an invite. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff if you enjoy the video. Otherwise, I will catch you all later wherever you are in the world. Hope you're having a great day.